Hi everyone, it's Linda. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I want to give a little tour of my cabin, I suppose is what I'd call it, where I keep my books, kind of my little personal library, and also the area where I do my journaling, painting, and all my crafts. I'm very, very lucky to have this space and so grateful to Andy who built it for me, and also to my boyfriend Jose and friend Eddie who helped Andy out as well, and also to my mum who helped make this happen as well. I understand not everybody can have a space like this, and I'm really, really grateful to have it. And the last couple of weeks it was working on the book area here in particular. There was a trip to IKEA, I think 3 weeks ago, and then 2 weeks ago it was putting the bookcases, the three small bookcases together here, and then the big job of getting all these books out of the house and trying to organize them some way. Um, I will say as well that I do have another Billy bookcase like this in my living room, full of all my history books. I absolutely love reading historical biographies, and I suppose a guilty pleasure is reading historical romance as well. Um, but yeah, I just want to give a little tour. So, to start with, anyway, this is my, I suppose, call it reading chair, but it's also nice that if I'm at my desk and a friend pops in, or my mom or someone, they can sit down and we can have a chat as well. It's a lovely space. Oh, there's Zara wanting to come in. So, to start with, then these two shelves here are really kind of my TBR, um on my TBR list. There's some lovely classics in there as well, a lot of it, some fiction. I'm not a huge fiction reader, um but there's some Jane Austen in there, and I just want to show you these as well, guys. These are from um when the local newspaper was closing. My late father's friend, who was a printer, saved some of these letters, and he saved my name and my dad's name, and also did got some letters for my daughter Sarah, and he also put my handle on social media as well. He got some letters for that. So yeah, I'm finally able to display them. Also here as well, I'm not sure if anyone is Beatrix Potter fans, but I bought these on my first ever trip to New Zealand many years ago. I think it was 2007. I bought these in Christchurch in this lovely little shop. I don't think it exists anymore after the earthquake in Christchurch a few years ago, but I absolutely love them. So I hauled these back from the other side of the world. After being to New Zealand, I moved to Australia for a year, so they came with me there, and then back to Ireland. On this shelf here, I have my collection of Paulo Coelho, can't pronounce it correctly, and also I love Tracy Chevalier historical novels. As I said, historical fiction is a guilty pleasure, but her books are just, they feel, her writing is, you know she's researched her subject matter so well, and the fictional characters that are just um uh put into her world, really. They're just fantastic. You really feel that you're there in that time. Oh, sorry guys, if you're wondering what that is. That's our shredding my door. Sorry guys, this video might be a little bit higgledy-piggledy. I hope you don't mind, but it's just me being authentic and showing you what's on in my little library, I suppose. So the other books then, I have to read these as well. These are on my TBR. I love Mitch Albom. I've read Tuesdays with Maury and The Five People You Meet in Heaven, and I found them to be wonderful books. So I'm really looking forward to reading these two. Most of these books, guys, as you can tell, they're not bought new. I think a couple of them are new, but these are all picked up in secondhand bookshops. I do buy a lot of new books, as you will see, but I love thrift shopping, and if I see, I'm kind of working on collecting certain authors' works to read. So Matt Haig as well, I actually really want to read, and I have is it Babel or Babel? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I think it's Babel, and also I want to read this chunker of a novel as well. I like putting my trinkets out on the bookcases as well. So I got this when I went to London in 2009. It's the Tudor Rose kind of enamel box. This is a lovely postcard of Stromboli, the island of Stromboli off the coast of Sicily. I went there a few years ago. It was on my bucket list. I wanted to stay on the island. We stayed there a couple of nights. And I just thought this was a wonderful postcard. Just got it as a memento. This is a picture of me and my parents. I think I was 17 here and graduating. Graduating, we don't call it that in Ireland, but we were finishing secondary school. So we had a final year mass, and that was taken in the school. This frame I've had for years. I think my friend Amy brought me back this from a trip she took to Boston, I think. And this is from my friend Lorraine as well. It says, hard times don't last forever, but true friendships do. And I think she was in Scatos. Down here then, there's just some more books. That's a really old photo of me when I was small. I don't know why I leave it there, but I do. Most of these are on my TBR list as well. Again, it's just a mixture of all sorts, kind of novels, and Life of Beatrix Potter. I want to read The Pillars of the Earth as well. And on the very bottom shelf, I'm sorry you can't really see them, but these are all kind of personal development, etc. This is the really kind of good quality books if you're looking to improve your life. So for example, I do have The Artist's Way and things like that. Atomic Habits, I want to read. Some of them are loaned to me. A lot of Brené Brown's books are there as well. So moving on then, guys, this is a replica of the old Irish telephone boxes. This is a telephone, Asquelga, and it opens up. So I actually bought an LED pillar candle to put in here, so I'm going to put batteries in it later and do that. Sorry about this. My mum made me this for Christmas, just gone, and I absolutely love it. People probably thinking, what the hell is this just dangling there? But it's so special to me. All these beads belonged to my paternal grandmother. They were broken, and my mother strung them on this little branch here, and this brooch up here belonged to my maternal grandmother. So my mother made this beautiful little decoration, and I love it because every time I look at it, I'm just reminded of my grandmothers. I think about them every day anyway. So here's more of those letters from the old printing works. And my dad, I have to get frames for these, but I'm working on painting some secondhand frames at the moment. So these are all quite large picture books. I have quite a large picture book collection. These are all new, and I bought them over the years when my daughter was little because we had story time every night. And you know, they're very those books, you read them very quickly. And over the years, I don't know, the artwork in them, I love illustration, and my dream job would be a picture book illustrator, I suppose, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. But these books are also a real source of inspiration in my art. My favorite authors are here. So I have my absolute all-time favorite author, Oliver Jeffers. All his books are along here. I also love Catherine Rayner. Her books are as well. The illustrations with her animals are just wonderful. And Judith Carr, I've the Mog books here, and also quite a large book that I'd love to read about Judith Carr's life, celebration of her work. So I've read bits of it, I'm dipping in and out of it. This is a lovely little ornament. Our family friend Deirdre got me that, gave it to me as a present for Christmas. I love it. So that's on my bookcase. Here are more picture books. I have an idea as well that I would like to start sharing some of these picture books. I have 2 videos up on my channel from a few years ago of flip throughs of the picture books, and I just think some people, if you have young children in your life, and you are thinking about buying one of those, you want to buy some books for story time, that maybe it would be a nice idea to see some videos on what I would recommend and what my daughter loved. These books will never be leaving. Sarah doesn't want to get rid of these ones either. We have given away quite a few, but obviously not all of them. So we have some Roald Dahl, Beatrice Alemania. Her artwork is amazing as well. This is a book sleeve that I bring with me when I go on holidays. Put my book in there and protects it. My friend Tara got me this when my cat Loki had to be put asleep in 2003. So that's just a little token. And my friend Tara also got me this, which is lovely. Do more of what makes you happy. So all these little things, I love to display them. So moving on to the next row then, guys, it's just the some more picture books, and then we start into the vintage books. These are books these are from my childhood. These are more vintage books here. A couple are from my childhood. I don't know if anyone grew up in the 1980s. Do you remember the Twinkle annuals? I've picked these up in charity shops for 50 cents. I mean, nobody wants them, but I love to have them. Obviously, I don't have them all. And My Little Pony annual as well. And this is very special to me because my paternal grandfather, bought me this Christmas book when I was young. He passed away in 1994. So I can't remember what year it was that he bought me this, but I just remember him giving this to me, and I love it. So here's more of the printing letters, and here then is I have a lovely coaster. I got this in Portugal, and that's for my cup of tea when I'm reading. And these are more books from my childhood. If anyone has particularly young girls, maybe between the ages of 8 to 10, Yvonne McGrory, The Secret of the Ruby Ring, and Martha and and the Ruby Ring. I absolutely loved these two books when I was younger. I thought they were just so magical. The stories, they're just wonderful. I'll never part with these. I'd nearly read them again. Um, so I'll pop them back in a minute. And this is a little battery lantern, belonged to my dad. I have to put the bulb back in. It will actually work. Hasn't worked in years, but I want to get it going. That's why it's left there in a safe place. And of course, bookmarks. You can't have enough. Can't have enough bookmarks. So these are more hardcover books. Again, a couple belonged to my daughter, Sleeping Beauty. These are mine, Tolkien. Some Nordic tales as well. I bought this one because Ola Tynell, she's a Finnish illustrator. I think she's Finland, illustrated this book. You can get Indian tales. I think there's a series of these books. They're folklore tales. Oh yeah, sorry, here we go. Norway, Sweden, Finland, Iceland and Denmark. So that's a lovely book. There's nice little short stories in there to read. This is a wonderful, inspiring art book that I have that actually should be on my other bookcase with all my art books. So I will move that. Little decoration, just some stones I painted. So these are more vintage books. Growing up, I loved Bramley Hedge. I found these in a charity shop for €8 because my Bramley Hedge book that I had when I was growing up, I got a paperback copy, and I have it there. I think it's in here somewhere. I won't pull it out. I'll spare ye. These are all old books as well. This belonged to my granduncle. I need to tell you the story about my granduncle Jim as well, because I think the reason why I have such a love of books is because of him. His room made a real impression on me as a young child. I used to love the Saddle Club, so that's my Saddle Club collection. These are some of my Ladybird books as well. I have a load of the Ladybird books. If anyone's interested in seeing them, let me know. Here we go. Anybody remember these? So I have to raise up. I saw a little hack on Instagram. If you put egg boxes, if you have deep bookshelves, you put a couple of egg boxes at the back and you can raise up your books and have 2-tiered level. So that's what I'm going to do with these. And then in here, finally, these are all children's picture books that I got on foreign holidays. So they're Italian, Croatian, German, and also I got, this is Portuguese. My friend Lorraine got me this years ago. It's beautiful, all in marker pen. So I just keep the kind of foreign picture books in there, just separate to the rest. And down here then I have a lot of just kind of I love vintage and old crafts and houseplants. So these are kind of my hardcover, you could maybe call them reference books. Here's just some spray paint. I have kind of some folders, inspiration folders. My watercolor box. This is a box I have with all my journals that I still have to use as well, so I keep those there. Excuse me guys, there's herself waiting patiently. So moving on, so this storage case up here then, guys, I'm sorry if this is all very jumping, but I'm trying to do it in one take and I don't want to lose the little bit of light we have left. This is an old printing case with all the letters would have been kept in. My dad salvaged this in the old printing works that he worked in a good many years ago. So I just have little trinkets. It's a thing now. Some of my family always get me a rubber duck whenever they go on holidays, so it's a bit of a thing now that there's a little collection forming. I also, my cousin got me Lego 2 Christmases ago. I'm not a huge Lego fan, but I loved the succulent botanical series, so I got those. Huge lover of Alice in Wonderland growing up, so I got this bauble when I went to Disney a few years ago. This I actually got in a charity shop. Oops, focus. I only got it for a few euro, but it's lovely, a snow globe. And I also got this decoration and it broke on me, so I have to stick Alice back on there, so that's why she's left there, so there won't be any further damage. And my friend Denise got me this wonderful, it's a book but it's a vase, a vase. And I absolutely love it. So one of my hobbies that I don't really have much time for because I'm trying to do everything, I don't know, does anyone else understand that problem? But I love colouring books. So I have 3 shelves here with all the colouring books. They're my favourite now. I just don't buy any kind of one, but I have more than enough colouring books here to keep me going for a lifetime. I keep then all my different colouring pencils. Then the next shelf down, this is one of my storage boxes with all my paper scraps and stickers. And these are all my Ecoline markers. Another storage box with paper ephemera. And then moving over here, all these cases down here are filled with vintage trinkets and treasures that I have found that I want to start listing again on my Etsy shop. I closed my Etsy shop quite a while ago, but I really want to open it again and start sharing just little trinkets, beautiful little affordable things that just decorate your home. You can see by my bookcases that I love all these little trinkets. So I'm going to sell beautiful vintage books again, which is what I used to sell before. It's just purely for fun. I certainly couldn't live on it. But I found some beautiful books and just little trinkets. So I'm assuming that some of the things that I have found I can sell to like-minded people, someone that wants to buy a unique item just for themselves or as a present and to use in their home. So that's just kind of stock, you could say, for an impending opening of an Etsy shop someday. And this here then, my friend Tara got me that as well, which is really nice. So then over here, guys, these 2 sets of drawers, they have paints, paper, buttons. All my craft supplies are kept in here, and I'll spare you going through the drawers because I'd be here all day. And this video is getting way too long. This is all my some of my artwork that's completed at the moment. I post these separately on a separate page on Instagram, Linda Mar Art, but I just like displaying them like that at the moment just because they're lovely and colourful, and I don't know, I just like to look at them. I'm quite proud of making those. This is another large artwork that I made myself that I framed as my typewriter in the corner. These are some frames that I want to paint. They're second hand, so that's just a little project I'm working on. This is a very old hanger or hooks, set of hooks. They were in my dad's garage. I found it years ago and I've never hung it up, but I want to hang it up here and maybe hang more trinkets off it. So this is my work desk. This is where I film and do some journaling and do my art and all that kind of fun stuff. This bookcase here, guys, is where I keep all my art books, trying to improve my skills, but also, you see Pride and Prejudice, that's not an art book, but it's kind of a source of inspiration with the illustrations. So I've already shared in a video, 2 or 3 videos back, I think it was 5 of those art books, but I will be sharing more. There's lots more books there, guys, and I will share them with you. So if that's something that interests you, just let me know. And this last bookcase here, then, there's some more oracle cards, book plates. I have a junk journal. I found this old commonplace book. It's actually an antique commonplace book, which is something that's interests me, and I think I would like to start keeping a commonplace book. So I'm just gonna, I bought that just kind of to get some ideas and inspiration. Then that's my first ever junk journal that I made as well. Happy to show that. And then I just have some nice cards for different occasions, more pens, pencils, some fountain pen ink, craft glue, and then it's just some journals, more journals down here, thumbtacks, paper punch, and more cards, sketchbooks, journals. And then I have some vintage tins. They have postcards, vintage blank cards for different occasions and stuff like that. Just more bits and bobs. Yeah, guys, so that's it. Oh, better put those back. So that's a tour of my workspace. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry this is so long. It's not the most exciting video, but I just wanted to share what I've been working on the last couple of weeks. These are another 2 of my oracle decks, so I will be sharing a video showing you my favorite oracle decks that I use during my morning journaling and stuff. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. I'm sorry it's so long, but it is me. It's authentic, sharing what I've been working on the past, well, it's really 3 weeks, reorganizing my studio space and my personal library. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm waffling on a lot and I'm sorry, but yeah, I just want to thank everyone. I've over 100 subscribers, guys. That is so cool, and I'm so thankful, and I really would like to say thank you, and I really would like to do a little giveaway, because I couldn't even think of getting over 100 subscribers. It's so cool. So I have to figure out how you actually do a giveaway on YouTube. I have no idea how to do any of this, but stay tuned. It will be coming at some stage, because I want to say a huge big thank you to everybody that watches my videos and likes and shares and subscribes and leaves lovely kind comments. I really want to make this just a lovely, positive, you know, creative space for like-minded people. With so much negativity out there, I want to keep this place just fun and interesting and sharing ideas. So if anyone has any advice on how you do a giveaway, please let me know. I would really appreciate it. So until the next video, guys, there's lots more coming. As I said, I'm going to be sharing a video of my favorite oracle card decks. I want to do an art journal with me video as well. There's going to be some picture book flip throughs and lots of other good stuff. So stay tuned for all that, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye, guys.